Hi, dear ones. It's Erika Schreck, and I'm here because next week it begins. I am offering Transform Like a Spiritual Warrior, Reclaim Your Drive and Dreams, and it's an 8-week experience. Now, I offered this experience about 6 years ago, and I had created this entire program out of a time, inspired by a time in my own life that was really difficult for me. And I had this book that kept showing up about paths of transformation from the shamanic viewpoint. And I was learning a lot, even more about the chakras, and I was doing a lot of my spiritual work. And it had really been deepening around that time. And it all came together in really kind of a magical way that helped me personally dig out of my very dark time. And when I shared what I was learning and really organized it, set it up, and supported others with this same system, I was amazed by what people were transforming, how people were changing. And these were busy people, just like you and I'm sure, we have a lot going on. And I wanted to address this idea that, when I've invited people, or you've seen me mention it here on this page in other ways. And I wanted just to say two quick things when people tell me, yeah, but I just don't think I have the time. One point first that I will say is, when do we have the time for anything? I mean, really, keeping it real here, because this is just really not, a truth for many of us. We just don't really have a lot of time, and that's just very true. And so I do mention mention that first, I should say. And then, also think about all the big things that you've done in your life. Some of you have had children. Some of you have made a big move in your life. Some of you have decided to pursue school, or, just all of these different things that are happening and have happened in your life. Just think about all the amazing things you've done, and you never thought it was possible. It's usually also when you are in a place in your life where something has to change, and something isn't working, and it's not going to change. It's not going to work until you prioritize yourself. And here's something that I was reminded of again very strongly recently. You're the boss of you. You are in charge of your time, and you're the only one. And I too have had those thoughts where I've looked at other people and others' lives, and I've made kind of these assumptions in the way of, oh gosh, I wish I had that much time. And guess what? I had to keep coming back to myself and get really honest and say, how do I create the time that I need for this thing? So I wanted to say that. The other thing that I feel is really important to mention is that I designed this offering so that it will work with people's schedules and meet you in a time that might feel very full. Because I know for myself, I mean, this is experiential, it's, empathetic as well, that I would not have done all the things I've done and chosen to do things, at, certain places in my life, had I not realized the importance of it. And also, had I not realized that sometimes the bigger things happen because it's just a commitment to small, consistent steps. And that's how I designed Transform Like a Spiritual Warrior. So I am meeting you where you're at with a busy life, with, well, I'm going to be on vacation that week, with all of this happening, because I know the importance of this. I've been there. I am there. And I know that the time is now. And again, you're working with someone who has created a system that, just in a little bit of time, you can make the change. You can create the ease, the joy in your life in a bigger way, in an effective way. Because I don't know about you, but I've got some things that I'm working on personally. I practice what I preach, so to speak. I am here in the midst of some huge changes in my life. And I have had to just, take this time to change certain things, have my mindset really, under some scrutiny, replacing some old beliefs and thoughts. Meanwhile, I've got a sinkhole out this window. I have raccoons in my carport storage. My puppy was sick for 2 weeks, and the list goes on and on. And I'm here showing up because I know that if not now, when, right? So I truly invite you to think about this 8-week experience. We have an amazing group forming. And if you have any questions, let's set up even a 5-minute call to talk about it, because I have some interesting offers right now and just would truly love to support you. Because when I look at all of my work, all of the things I've done for now 14 years through Turtle Healing Energy, I've worked in academia, teaching, writing, I've been in corporate. All of this, I would say, came together in this program, Transform Like a Spiritual Warrior, because in all that I do, I'm here to support you with finding the joy, creating the calm, and making the changes when you need to make them, because that's life. We have all these cycles all the time in an ongoing way. So let me know if you're interested, reach out, and I would love to answer questions and connect you to the details, to the pricing, and to all those little things that you might be thinking about. But time, man, woman, everyone, we don't really have it. So we need to make choices and create it. So I see you, I hear you, and I'd love to support you in this way.